So what do I think about Azealia Banks? Her take on the Drake, Kendrick, Lamar, and Jay-Z and different things she said about the industry. You can call her cray cray. You can say you can actually call her like a junior whopper jaguar, right? If you want to. But you know what they say, just because you paranoid or whatnot don't mean you're wrong. She brought up a lot of valid points. And this is the thing. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar roasted Drake. However, one thing she did allude to, which is fact, and I've stayed and I said the same thing. We've had this discussion with a few folks, which is the one thing. Kendrick dissing Drake, but in a pro black setting, is cap. Because that doesn't even work the lines. You aren't going to be looked upon for being pro militant or what have you, as that you dissed another brother to sell an agenda to white America. Because you on the stage trying to throw a sign and also diss Trump or something, but the whole thing was about Drake. That's not going to look good. That's not a good look. And I think she's right about that, because he did get used by the corporate heads at Interscope. They pushed it. And the reason why I've said this is, though no, not like us is catching all that. It was only a couple years ago he had a project out and nobody was checking for him. Now all of a sudden he comes out with a diss track that hits, and all of a sudden he's the hottest thing since sliced bread, like it's all over. I mean, come on now. The amount, the craziness that's going on is crazy. But anyway, that's what we're dealing with here. You know, people are like hyping up and, getting all jumping up on all that. So you got to be very careful with those kind of situations. But I just tell you like that. She's right. Drake suing the company is pretty big boss business, because I'm going to tell you something. Some people may call it snitching, may call something. What is the difference between what Drake is pointing out by the record company and putting his money into going to the suit than what Michael Jackson spoke out against Sony, who he happened to own the publishing and had masters and stuff going on with, or Prince putting slave on his face, or George Michael threatened to sue Sony? Tell me how it's so different. And if you do put out a diss track, you can't come up with something slanderous, because if you do, parts and people are going to have to be held accountable, you know. See, because I'm going to tell you something. You've never seen a diss track that got so pushed that they gave a Sony Awards and all this, a criteria and all this. But what's your purpose in your cause? Now, it's one thing to say, yeah, dude won clearly, as far as the battle. That's why I disagree with him. But it made Kendrick a pawn to the machine too. It made him needy. You got to keep coming up with